Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am over the moon excited to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree Halloween decor crafts. So it is currently dark and overcast and stormy today, and it got me in the mood for some Halloween crafting. It seems like I always wait until the last minute to craft up some fun things for Halloween, but in today's video, I want to just go ahead and give you guys a jump start. Now, when I was a little girl, my parents always dressed up for the Halloween, and I always dressed up as well, and we went trick-or-treating. It was so much fun. Usually I was a 90s punk rock girl or just something else fun that was trendy at the time. But in today's video I want to share with you some absolutely beautiful Halloween decor crafts. If you guys have little ones that love to trick-or-treat, or maybe you're just like me and you love to get into the spirit of every single season, these are going to be decor crafts that you guys can change to suit your paint colors or whatnot. So without further ado, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Okay you guys, so for the first Dollar Tree decor craft, I'm taking this frame that I found at the thrift store. It was $2, and I am going to frame this adorable Dollar Tree sign. It says, "Come in my pretties." I just think it'd be super fun to frame it and doll it up, glam it up just a bit. It's gonna go along with my shabby chic decor with a little bit of white on it. Okay, so I did just go ahead and take the little piece of cardboard out, and what I want to do now is I just want to put my picture in. Okay you guys, so I'm just gonna put 2 pieces of duct tape on either side. I don't really feel like I need to duct tape all of it. I think it's gonna hold in there just fine. And now that I have that finished, I am just going to go ahead and put this back together. I'm not using this piece of cardboard because there's really no reason to now. And oh my goodness, how adorable is that? I'm absolutely crushing on it. This is going to be so perfect to display in my entryway table. Okay you guys, so for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I just picked up some of these super adorable little witch legs. I think they're so cute, but I think we could jazz them up just a bit. So I'm going to take some scissors and I'm just going to cut them off of this little ring, and then I'm going to set the ring aside because I may reuse it for something. You guys know me, I love no scraps left behind. I'm also staying hydrated with my giant water cup that Mr. Romantic bought for me. I'm just taking this old pillow and I'm going to pull some stuffing out of here, and I'm just going to start to stuff my little witch's legs because these are so fun. You guys can use these on wreaths, which I'm probably going to make a pair to use on a wreath, but I think they're really fun to use like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz and just put them like in any kind of little fall display where they're kind of poking out. So you guys can see that because this is kind of like a thin stocking, I'm having to use my scissors to kind of poke my pillow stuffing down into the bottom. Okay, so I accidentally gave a runner in my witch's legs, but that's okay because she's probably going to be on some kind of wreath and she's had a hard day's work. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to go ahead and hot glue right here on the end and then just pinch that together so my stuffing doesn't come out. Okay you guys, so now that I have my little witch's legs all done, I just hot glued the little ends back together, and you could like add some safety pins here if you wanted. These are so adorable. How cute are these? And my witch has been having a hard day. As you guys can see, she got a little runner from all of my crazy poking with the scissors, but that's okay. I don't think any witch is perfect on her broom, at least not mine. So now you guys can just add them like to the back of a little sign that you have made, or you could add them underneath some shutters, or just any little display that you guys wanted to. I think they look super adorable. And if you guys can see, how cute is that? And here we go. So hopefully from your side it looks good. There's my little witch legs. I may move them over just a sec so they don't end up getting more damage to them. But how cute are those? And they'll hang perfectly in any kind of wreath. And I am going to share you guys a DIY wreath that we're going to be using those with as well. Okay. Hey guys, now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take some of these books that I had chalk painted for spring. I think my little witch needs a witch's spell book. So I'm just going to maybe add a little bit of kind of distressing to this, and then some little lettering. This was just some French lettering left over from spring, but I've got to make it work for this season. So I'm going to kind of repurpose and reuse these books. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take these books, and I have this Min Wax wood finish stain and ebony. If you're working with stain, you definitely are going to need some gloves. So I'm just dipping my paper towel in this. Again, I had just chalk painted these white books, and these were old books that, you know, I was going to get rid of anyway. So hopefully this is going to come out super fun. It looks like the stain is taking just fine. So chalk painting a book is super easy as well. You just take some chalk paint and you go over it. So this is going to give this book more of like an aged appearance, because I really don't think that a witch is going to have a spell book that looks all shiny and new. So it didn't do a whole lot, but it is giving it a little bit of an aged appearance, which I'm excited about. So I'm just going to do that to this book as well. I'm getting a little bit more stain on this. And I love using books in displays because I think it gives everything like a lot of height and dimension. Okay, so I got a little bit too much stain that time. I'm just going to take the end of the paper towel and kind of wipe it off. And I'm just staining the top part of this book because I don't really feel like I need stain on the bottom. So I'm just doing the top part, and this is probably the part that is going to kind of show more. Okay, so now that my books are dry, I'm going to do two different books. For this printable, I got this off, again, the graphicsfairy.com. Shout out to her for some amazing printables. Again, I'll link the website in the description box below. She has amazing free printables. And so for this first one, I want to do Witch's Brew at the top and then Love Potion, because I need to cast a spell on Mr. Romantic for him to do the laundry every day. Do you guys think that will work? Totally kidding, but I thought that was a fun idea. So we're going to make this one into Witch's Brew. Okay, so I decided to add some burlap to the front of the book. The book ended up being a little bit too glossy. I was worried that the lettering wouldn't adhere very well. So I found a reason to use this burlap that I found at Dollar Tree, and I'm just hot gluing on either side of the burlap. And then I just used a Dollar Tree tag to kind of press the hot glue down so I didn't burn the tips of my fingers. Another little tip is you guys can use a baking spatula to press your hot glue down, and just, you know, designate that baking spatula for craft use only, of course. Now I'm cutting 2 more strips of the Dollar Tree burlap, all the same size, but remember this is a witch's spell book, you guys, so I really want it to have that look of being very kind of crafty, chic, something that you would find at like a vintage mart or, you know, one of those craft fairs. So I want it to look a little bit messy, but, you know, not perfect, because I think a witch's spellbook should be fun and rustic and not perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the Witch's Brew and Love Potion sign with my hot glue gun. This is just regular paper. If you wanted to get super fancy, you could print this out on a cardstock, but you guys know me, I'm just going for it. And so I went ahead and hot glued that on, and really I felt like it worked perfectly. And all I have in supplies here are the little cutouts and the burlap and the book, which you guys can get a book nearly anywhere. And I love to repurpose and reuse books that I really don't want to get rid of, but I want to make a craft out of. So I felt like this worked just perfectly. And I also did cut my little love potion sign down just a bit to kind of fit in here just a little bit better, but I think it's coming out absolutely adorable and oh so perfect. Now, the next one I want to go ahead and do is it's all just about a bunch of Hocus Pocus, which Hocus Pocus is such a fun movie for Halloween time. I'm just going to take my hot glue gun, and again, I'm going to go ahead and attach the little lettering with some hot glue. And you guys can tell around my book, the paint had kind of come off, but again, I really wanted to have that fun, rustic, kind of vintage chic look. Okay, so now that I have my little lettering attached, I decided to go super extra. You guys know me, I'm using some Elmer's glue, and I'm just going to take my little paintbrush and I'm going to paint around the entire little lettering sign that I attached. With some of that Elmer's glue, I'm going to go all the way around the edge, and this doesn't have to be perfect. This will also help that lettering stay on just a little bit better. But you guys, I have to add some glitter to this. I just thought it would be so fun to glam up this little book, and I'm just using a champagne gold glitter. You guys find this in the craft section at Walmart. Your craft stores will also have gold glitter, so just go for it. Grab some glitter, whatever color, whatever suits your fancy, and have some fun sparkling up your little Hocus Pocus book. And I did end up also adding some chunky glitter. I get the chunky glitter off the Arteza Crafts website if you guys want to check that out. While I have my stain out, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of those Dollar Tree wooden pieces. I got this one in the house, and I'm just gonna try staining it to see what I think. I want this display to look, you know, kind of really rustic-y, old school, kind of crusty Halloween, if you guys get my drift. So now I'm just going to turn it over and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, you guys, so now I want to go ahead and make some spooky Bride of Dracula treat bags. I have some red spray paint and some lace, and we're going to go outside and I'm going to share with you guys how we're going to make these really cool. Okay, babe, so now that we're letting our treat bags dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and make some fun little tags for our treat bags. So I printed this out. This is from thegraphicsfairy.com. I will leave a link down below, but she has amazing free printables. So I'm just gonna use a glue stick and I'm gonna glue these cute little tags on. I'm not even gonna cut them out yet because I'm gonna cut them out from the cardboard. So I'm just using an Amazon box. I wanna recycle and reuse as much as I can. So I just cut a tab off of an Amazon box and now I'm just going to glue this onto the cardboard. Okay, so for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree carvable pumpkins and then this Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarf, and I'm just going to remove the top from the little pumpkin, and then what I want to do is I want to take my scissors and just kind of open up the hole just a little bit. So I'm just going to take my buffalo check plaid scarf and I'm going to go ahead and poke it into the top of this pumpkin, and then I'm going to wrap it around. My idea is to create just an easy buffalo check plaid pumpkin, hopefully. So I'm just going to continue to kind of poke it in there. So that is going to do it for this round of DIYs. I hope you guys had fun and are inspired. Again, this is episode 20 in my I Love Fall series. If you guys want to catch up on any more of the episodes, definitely check out that playlist down below. It will start from the newest and roll back all the way to the very beginning of my I Love Fall series, and then into last year, which I had about 20 episodes last year. So we have more episodes in this I Love Fall series to come, you guys. We're going to do home tour, more shopping, more crafting, DIYs, baking, a tablescape coming up next week, a DIY collaboration with one of my favorite DIYers, so definitely look forward to that. Also, if you guys are new, consider subscribing. I would love to have you on this crazy fun crafting journey. My little community is so kind, amazing, and fun. We have an Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. Just request to join. I'll approve that request, and you guys can start posting all of your pictures of your homes and DIYs over there. Also, if you guys want to connect with me on my Instagram, I have an Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram page as well. I like to share behind the scenes on my story of my crazy fun life, and so definitely consider popping over there. So thank you guys again. I'm hugging you all so tight. I want to let you know how grateful and blessed I am to have you here and for all of your kind comments. I've had so many people tell me that I've just inspired them to craft and it helps you guys get out of a funk, and I'm going to tell you this 100% honest. I craft to stay out of a funk. Whenever I'm stressed and I start crafting, it just makes my day 100 times better. So wherever you're at in your journey, grab that glue gun, get out some glitter and paint, and make something fun and beautiful for your home, for your grandkids, for your son or daughter, or just to get busy and get moving. Also, if you guys need some beauty help, I did post one beauty DIY video, and a friend of mine commented and let me know that how I cut and color my hair helped her. So I do everything DIY, so if you guys want to check that out, definitely check that out. Also, if you guys are decorating for summer still, or maybe you're in another country and summer is the season right now, I have 70 DIY summer Dollar Tree decor crafts. I'm going to link that video down below as well. And if you guys are ready to start Christmas crafting, I know it's early, but I did over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs for Christmas last year. I have a huge I Love Christmas playlist. I'm going to link that down below as well. Can't wait for the next video. Until then, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.